Well, hello, my dear friends. Here we are again at GONet Studio, making cool things happen. I'd like to just say thank you for the people who are participating in our community. I really appreciate hearing what's going on out there, how you're using GONet. We want to give you everything you want so that you can make really cool multiplayer games. That's why we're all here, right? That's what we want to do. All right, but today we're talking about Unity 2020.1 is now released, and I wanted to show you some cool things that can work in GONet, not just in 2020.1, but since it's out, it's new, it's fresh, it's great. Let's use it and let's do some cool stuff. So, just like always, actually, let's just build the thing. I just want to show you that this is the stress test scene for GONet, and that I actually am building it. It's not some pre-recorded thingy diddly-oo. And we're going to go to the GONet extension stress test build folder. Bam, 64-bit. Do the thing, just like you've done several times before and in our other videos. But this is all about physics, and it's about stressing how many physics objects and just GONet networking stuff we can have in the scene all at once. So I've already got the batch files loaded over. We're going to start with the server, smash him to the upper left as soon as he decides to show his face, and I'll show you in a minute that he spawns those. He spawned out 10 objects just to get us started, and you'll see that as the clients log in, they're going to get the current state of the world. Bam. Let's just get another one in there. Bam. I don't know. Let's just do more. I just did this video a minute ago, and it wasn't recording audio, and that just upsets me. So I'm going to go to 3 clients and a server this time, just to make it even more over the top. But here we go. Bam. Spawn 10 more. Fall to the ground. Smash. 10 more. Bam. Physics. Network. Bam. Bam. Damn. Oh, that's cool. That's GONet. That's rockin'. That's network. That's really cool multiplayer. Do. Bam. Bam, bam. That's just really cool, man. I mean, who doesn't love physics stuff? I mean, and it's all networked. This is the only one in the server where the stuff is actually calculating. And these guys are just doing what it's told because GONet automagical stuff. So I can go in there, clickety-clack, spacebar, nothing, space. And I programmed it that way. I could have these guys spawn too, but I wanted it all to just come from the server. And there is a limit. If I keep smashing it too much, it's probably going to explode GONet. But that's one of the reasons why I created a stress test, to see how far we can take it, see where we need to optimize. I think it's pretty darn cool. And I don't even have that great of a machine I'm testing this stuff on, but that's pretty slick. So, I just wanted to kind of recap what we did to make that happen. As always, we put a GONet global context in the scene. It's required. And then here, the spawner, the cube spawn center, is where we are going to kind of start the whole thing with that spacebar spawn. And then the one that automatically happens when you start the scene on the server. So yeah, we've got a spawn count 10 and a cube. That's what it's actually going to spawn. You can see the cube is a rigid body. It's got a box collider, mesh renderer. By the way, let me just point out that the where did I go? Yeah, the mesh renderer is set up. I'm sorry, it's on the material. Excuse me. The material is set up for GPU instancing. That's really just not really GONet specific stuff that you need to worry about, but you want to have your rendering working out really well and optimized in your scenes when you're trying to smash a bunch of stuff in there. So that's just an aside. All right, and then as always, GONet participant. That is the key thing. Is rigid body owner only controlled? We want that check marked so that the rigid body on the non-owner machines uses is kinematic and not uses gravity. And that happens automatically for you just by clickety-clack doing that. And then position and rotation synced. I mean, that's just your basic GONet stuff. It's in the resources folder, which is required so that you can get that design time location entry that you need, which automatically happens for you, which is pretty cool. And let's just take a look real quick at the cube spawner logic. It is a GONet behavior. The reason it's a GONet behavior is because we want to override this method right here. And you can read the comments here, but it's this method, when it's first called, that's the first time in the simulation that you know that it's okay that you can start spawning some stuff, because it needs to know whether or not you're a client or a server, so it handles it correctly. And as always, call base. Be a good OO Samaritan there and do whatever our base class says it's supposed to do. But then it's our choice. In this case, our logic, we wanted to only spawn stuff when we are the server. So we do an isServer check from GONet main. It's always available to you. It'll always be accurate, and you can use that to decide how you want your code to flow. And by the way, I did the server underscore in front of the method just to let me know, keep my sanity high, because this same code base is going to run on the server and the client. So I want to quickly be able to know if it's guarded by an isServer check and it's only going to run on the server. I'm just going to put a little server underscore there. Help me out when I'm looking through the list of methods that are on here. Oh, that's a server, and these could be anything. Cool. But yeah, when it does that, it comes down here, and it just, however many spawn count we said, which 10, which is why they're 10, it just calls the regular old object.instantiate. And GONet does its automagical stuff and causes that instantiation to be networked and propagated to all those clients, as you saw. And you just pass in the prefab. We wanted it to rotate at a random angle somewhat, so that when it falls, it looks cool because it's rotated and it's not just flat boxes with the ground that continue to stack on each other. We want them to fall and tumble around a little bit. So every time I hit the space bar, if I'm the server, as you can see, I'm going to call it again. And that's exactly what we saw. And this is really all there is to it. That's it. That's all you need to do to make this super cool. And obviously I had already imported GONet, but that's all I did. I opened up Unity 2020.1. I said, hey, let's import GONet, slap this into the scene, make a little cube resource, add GONet participant on it, and then spawn the damn things. And that's what we did. And then we get the cool output of just being able to come in here and imagine what you could do. Man, you guys are going to be a ton more creative. And I'll just go ahead and spawn another one just so you can see that it's not staged up. He's going to have 20 of them sitting on the ground, and it's going to look just like that. And every client that we do is going to be the same. Let's go ahead and get 10 more in here. Bap, see? They're even spawning and falling as they're coming in. I mean, this is cool. I just GONet is number one. GONet is what you should use to make your game multiplayer. All right, that was a little ridiculous, but I'm just having a good time. There's nothing better than physics, except for networked multiplayer awesome physics in Unity 2020.1. Schmiggity bop, boom bang. All right, guys, you go take this and do what you want with it. Have a lot of fun.